Treasure. It exists. Although most commonly found in fiction, there are countless examples of priceless treasure troves being discovered in the real world. Picture for a moment that you are sad because you spent your life savings on an Xbox mini fridge. You want to regain your money, but work is just too hard. What do? Become a treasure hunter. Everybody knows the best way to obtain vast sums of money is to just look around for it. But to find something, you have to know where it is. From death traps to uncrackable codes, there is much to discuss on the subject of treasure, which is why for my 400 subscriber special, I have decided to create a brand new series on this channel. Treasure from around the world. To kickstart the first episode of this brand new series, I thought it would be best to start with a classic example. When thinking of treasure, one of the first things that comes to mind is pirates, treasure chests, treasure maps, buried treasure. Buried treasure. Did you know that, despite being an extremely common trope, there is only one pirate known to have actually buried treasure? Captain Kidd, the only known example of buried treasure, and it's still missing. Captain Kidd is among the most controversial and infamous pirates of all time, and he's rumored to have retrieved millions of dollars worth of treasure. But after his execution in 1701, much of it was never found. In fact, despite over $1 million worth of treasure being dug up from Gardiner's Island, Captain Kidd was rumored to have buried a far grander treasure elsewhere that no one could locate. But maybe you can. I mean, you could really use the cheddar to get a second Xbox mini fridge. Let's investigate the quest for Captain Kidd's treasure. Over the centuries, many possible treasure locations have been thoroughly searched. One likely candidate for the hiding place of Kidd's treasure was Block Island. Block Island is a small island officially part of the state of Rhode Island. It's well known that Captain Kidd ventured through the area frequently, and there were many rumors that this was where he had stored the bulk of his treasure. But in 1955, an extensive search of Block Island was conducted, utilizing advanced treasure-finding equipment, and nothing was found. Another possible location is Liberty Island, the home of the Statue of Liberty. There is much legend surrounding this idea, but no one has been able to confirm anything due to Liberty Island being a historical site, prohibiting any treasure hunters from excavating the area. So unless you're David Copperfield, Liberty Island is also not a viable spot. One popular theory is that Kidd buried his treasure on the infamous Oak Island in Nova Scotia. Oak Island is famous in the treasure hunting community as a death trap. You see, on the east side of the island, there is a mysterious pit over 100 feet deep, known as the Oak Island Money Pit. It is said to hold tremendous riches deep within. Many ancient artifacts have been found in the area to support the legend, and some theorize that this is the resting place of Captain Kidd's hoard. So all you have to do is reach down and grab it. The only issue is that it, and allegedly the entire island, are filled with horrific traps to foil the efforts of treasure hunters. Oh, and the money pit was forever lost in the 60s after an expedition gone wrong. So perhaps Oak Island is also out of the question. The abundance of disproven and impossible treasure sites have discouraged many. But there is one site in particular that's likelihood of hiding treasure serves as a shining beacon of hope to many hunters. The place? I kid you not, Money Island. Money Island was a small chunk of land off the coast of Cliffwood Beach, named after some 17th century Spanish gold coins that were found on it. Unfortunately, the island has completely disappeared due to erosion accelerated by an overabundance of treasure hunting over the centuries. However, inland of Cliffwood Beach, there is another conveniently named destination, Treasure Lake. But don't get it twisted. The Cliffwood Beach area isn't a shining beacon of hope because of a few spare coins and some cool names. There is a legend that Captain Kidd's infamous treasure was buried directly between two specific trees, known as Kidd's Rangers. Kidd's Rangers were actually real trees, both enormous elm trees that stood firm until relatively recently, so their existence is fact. And what would you know? Located centrally between the two trees is none other than Cliffwood Beach. We've discussed the unlikely, the illegal, the dangerous, and even the most hopeful of locations. But only one is the true resting place of Kidd's treasure, and I can't tell you which one it is. The rest of the journey is up to you to figure out.
Adventure! Awaits. Huzzah!
And if you do find the treasure, feel free to buy me an Xbox mini fridge for pointing you in the right direction. It would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you later. So yeah, there it is, my 400 subscriber special. Thank you so much. It might not be the biggest milestone, but it's still pretty cool. I admit I may have procrastinated a bit on this video, but at least it's finished. And we're actually approaching 500 subscribers, so stay tuned for that very special video. Okay, that's all folks.